We are a social science medical school. We understand that health is a byproduct of several social factors like education, like water, sanitation. We just don't look at the patient is sick until you treat him, that's it. We always worry about where does he get his water? Is he getting enough food, you know? Is it because his dad doesn't know anything, or is it because his mom only went to grade 1, you know? So these are the things that we think, you know, and these are the things that we emphasize.
You see, these are the things that needs to be taken into account. That includes the environment, the resources available, politics and economics, issues about poverty has to be taken in. You cannot talk about health in isolation and just simply limit yourself on the biological perspective.
So if you invest in a graduate of our school, he is going to make an impact not only in health, but in all those other things.
There is a misconception about being a doctor. You wear the coat, you wear the tie. There is glamour with medicine. But in order to serve the people here, one has to live like the people. Forget whatever that it is that we were used to the cities. And it has taught us to be humble, to be grateful for the small things that we have. And when you establish a certain relationship with the people from the community, the look in their eyes and the gratitude that they give you is far beyond any monetary value that could be given to me. Yeah.
Money can't buy happiness. You may have lots of money abroad or living American dream perhaps, but I think money can't buy happiness. So I'm happy, and I'm happy with my profession right now, because that becoming a doctor for me is not a right but an opportunity and a blessing. Okay, so I want to share that blessing and that opportunity to serve other people and be a role model to them.
As for me, it's so nice to sleep at night when you're happy. It's so nice to sleep at night when you know that you have helped other people. Even if you're tired, even if you're hungry, as long as you were able to help other people, as long as you have been able to put a smile on their face, make them feel healthy, you can sleep at night well, even though you're tired, even though you're hungry. This is what we do here in the community. We visit the people. We have good relationship because we think it's more important to develop a good rapport with the people, for you to be able to serve them, for you to be able to have a good relationship with them, and for them to be open enough to tell you what they feel, how's their life, to understand them, and they would really feel happy for here visiting them. That's what we do here. We stay with them. Sometimes we eat with them because they would love it. They would love it if we're here. If any food on the table we'll eat, they would really love it.
Well, I remember the first time that we were sent to the community where we stayed for 4 years. It was a 10-hour drive from Zamboanga City. It was up the mountains. It was not anything that I was used to. We had to cook our own food. We had to sleep on the floor. We had toilets, comfort rooms were not anything close to providing comfort at all. So we lived like the people. And I guess that my eyes were open to the realities of the health situation of our country.
You know, our politicians, they're there in their offices and their cars and their beautiful homes, and they go jet setting and stuff like that. They are out of touch with the local people. They're out of touch. Get out of your offices. Come to us. Join us as we go do our job. And maybe, you know, just maybe, if they see that malnourished child, they would say, "Oh, what am I doing?"
We're medical students, fourth-year medical students assigned in Barangay Linabo. It's in Dapitan City. So, as you can see behind us, we have a stockpile of hollow blocks. One of the main problems or health issues we have in this community is the lack of adequate sanitation. So there are no toilets, and I think around 28 households do not have a proper toilet. So they just go anywhere, and sometimes they put their waste in plastic bags and just throw it away. So one of the main thrusts of our health plan is to put at least a couple of toilets for them to use. So these hollow blocks were donated by
the hollow blocks are donated by the Barangay Council of Linabo, the Bitan City, and the bowls are donated by the City Health Office.
So we coordinated with the Barangay Council, the local government unit, as well as community people. So the residents will be the ones who are going to erect the toilet, but materials were gotten by provided by donations. So we solicited, we talked to the officials until we finally got the first step. So construction begins in 2 days.
Yes, another problem that we have encountered here in the community is the lack of nutrition of children who are living here in Ipil. And part of our comprehensive health plan is to make communal gardenings. And these are the area these are the projects that we have right now. As you can see, this serves at least more than 20 families. This actually augments their family source of income.
What is your dream for this health center? What is it that you want?
Well, I'd like it to be. I'd like to give to my patients quality health service. In order to do that, there's a need to increase or to improve the quality of health services by maybe improving the availability of equipment in the laboratory, especially.
What about the medicines?
Yeah, the availability of also the medicine, vaccines, and refrigerator to maintain the cold chain.
I think it's really urgent. It's alarming because in the area it's entirely different with what we see in the media, in the news. It's entirely different. The life is almost unfair for them. They don't have food to eat. So how do you expect them to buy some medications if you prescribe them? It's really very frustrating.
2 weeks ago, I was faced with quite poor mortality for my community. I was there the entire week. I have a patient who had 5-year-old girl who died of rabies, a 16-day-old infant who died of neonatal tetanus, a kid who died of acute gastroenteritis, and an unborn child. I mean, basically something to do with maternal care. It's very preventable.
2 weeks ago, I had a patient, a very malnourished patient. He had cough, fever, and then he could barely eat. So I told the mother so that we should refer the patient to the hospital because the patient will die if he will not be transported. So the mother said, "No, doctor. Anyway, we don't have the money. We don't have